Welcome, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here for today's explainer. We're taking a deep dive into some truly fascinating clinical insights from Dr. William that honestly completely flip the script on how we manage our health. If you've ever struggled with your numbers or just felt totally overwhelmed by all these restrictive diets, well, this is going to be a real game changer for you. We're going to look at exactly how you can optimize your biochemistry to lower your blood sugar fast. And the best part? We're doing it not by starving you, but by strategically adding foods to your day. Okay, let's dive right into this.
So, do you really need to cut out all carbohydrates to fix your blood sugar? Now, if you've ever had a standard, 12-minute doctor's visit, you've probably been told that carbs are the ultimate enemy, and the only way to fix your numbers is to just eliminate them entirely. But here is the absolute biggest myth we're going to bust today. Fixing your blood sugar is actually about eating more of the right things. Seriously. You don't have to cut out the foods you love. You just need to know exactly what to add to the mix.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Because the mainstream standard approach basically just pushes more and more insulin into a system that's already drowning in it, demanding you restrict carbs completely. It's essentially just a medication treadmill. But the cellular approach, that's where the magic happens. By adding specific functional foods, you can actually talk directly to your insulin receptors. It's really about waking up your body's own natural machinery so it can do the job it was originally designed to do.
To figure out how to fix this, we have to look at the biological root cause. Think of insulin like a key, or a hormone that unlocks your cells so glucose, which is just the sugar in your blood, can get inside where it actually belongs. But when you have insulin resistance, your cells literally stop answering the door. The insulin knocks and knocks, but because the cell is inflamed, the door just stays locked tight. Your pancreas sort of panics and pumps out even more insulin to compensate, but your blood sugar climbs anyway. Our main goal today is to help your cells finally answer that knock.
Section 1. Seeds, spices, and sprouts. Let's look at these small additions. So these small additions do incredibly quiet yet super powerful work. First up, fenugreek. These tiny seeds contain a soluble fiber called galactomannan, and when it hits the water in your stomach, it actually swells into this thick gel. That gel physically slows down how fast your stomach empties carbs, so no sugar flood and no panic dump of insulin. Chia seeds do something really similar. They basically wrap the carbohydrates in a gel to slow absorption down to a crawl, while their omega-3s work on cooling the inflammation that was jamming your cell's signals in the first place. And then there's cinnamon. Now you want Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon, not the standard cassia kind. Actually, scratch that. Definitely avoid cassia in high doses because it can be hard on your liver. Ceylon cinnamon contains polyphenols that literally help your insulin receptors grip glucose more tightly. You just stir a quarter teaspoon into your morning coffee or oatmeal. Super easy.
Take a look at the number 50 to 100. That represents how many times more of a compound called sulforaphane is found in tiny 3-day-old broccoli sprouts compared to a fully mature head of broccoli. That's huge, right? But why does this matter to us? Because sulforaphane goes straight to your liver and tells it to quiet down its overnight glucose factory. If you're waking up with a high fasting number that you just can't explain, it's very often because your liver is pumping out sugar while you sleep. Just throwing a small handful of raw broccoli sprouts on your sandwich can effectively shut that factory down.
Section 2. Transforming your main meals, focusing on proteins and healthy fats.
All right, here are your core meal transformers, and I love how these work beautifully together. Half an avocado brings in monounsaturated fat that literally puts the brakes on how fast carbs turn into blood sugar. Fatty fish, like salmon or mackerel, are loaded with EPA and DHA, which cool that deep cellular inflammation, making you deaf to insulin. Walnuts actually heal the lining of your blood vessels. But I really want you to pay special attention to the whole eggs. Eating 2 to 3 whole eggs for breakfast triggers something doctors call the second meal effect. Because it's pure protein and fat, it doesn't just steady your blood sugar at breakfast, it keeps your numbers calm and prevents spikes all the way through lunch. It's like a chain reaction. Now consider this staggering figure, 20% to 30%. According to some incredible research out of Arizona State University, you can reduce your after-meal blood sugar spike by 20 to 30% just by drinking 1 single tablespoon of apple cider vinegar diluted in a full glass of water about 15 minutes before a carbohydrate-heavy meal. The acetic acid slows your stomach from emptying and helps your muscles pull glucose right out of your blood. Guys, that is a drug-sized effect from a bottle of vinegar that costs, just a few dollars? Absolutely wild.
When it comes to carbohydrates, white rice and potatoes cause a fast glucose release and a really rapid spike. But if you swap those out for lentils, you get the ultimate proof of this explainer's whole thesis. You can totally eat carbohydrates and reliably bring down your A1C, which is your 3-month blood sugar average. See, lentils are built from resistant starch wrapped up in soluble fiber. The glucose releases slowly over hours instead of all at once. Swap your white rice for lentils just a couple of times a week and your body will absolutely thank you.
Section 3. Donna's success story. Let's look at some real-world results.
Meet Donna. She's a 63-year-old patient who came to Dr. William absolutely terrified. Her fasting sugar was sitting at 180. Her doctor wanted to put her on a second medication. And the emotional stakes for her were incredibly high because she had actually watched her own mother lose toes and eventually her eyesight to this exact same disease. But here's the thing, they didn't starve her. They just added the functional foods we just talked about, and just look at her progress. Within week 1, her fasting numbers started dropping. By month 3, working closely with her doctor, she was completely off that second medication and her A1C was perfectly normal. 2 years later, those normal levels held completely steady. She entirely changed her biological trajectory, which is just incredible.
So, the crucial point is captured perfectly in this quote from Dr. William. You are not removing the foods you love, you're adding the foods that protect you. Donna succeeded precisely because she didn't starve herself. She handed her insulin its job back by using fiber to slow the glucose, fats to cool the inflammation, and spices to help the receptors grip again. It's brilliant.
Section 4. Your 5-step action plan to start tomorrow.
So how do we translate all of this amazing science into your everyday life? Well, here is your simple daily blueprint. But first, an incredibly important medical disclaimer. If you are currently taking insulin or a sulfonylurea, which are the older blood sugar pills, please consult your doctor. These functional foods are so powerful they can drop your blood sugar so rapidly that your current medication dose might suddenly become way too high, which can be dangerous. Never adjust your prescriptions on your own. Instead, take this list to your doctor and let them safely walk your medication dose down as your body naturally improves.
All right, here are your 5 easy steps to start stacking tomorrow. Number 1, swap out your standard cereal or toast for 2 to 3 whole eggs and half an avocado. That single change steadies your numbers for the entire day. Number 2, tonight soak 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds in water and drink it first thing in the morning. Number 3, grab some Ceylon cinnamon and add a 1/4 teaspoon to your morning coffee or oatmeal. Number 4, 15 minutes before your biggest carb meal of the day, drink 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar diluted in a full glass of water. And number 5, swap white rice for lentils a couple times this week and get some fatty fish on the menu twice a week. That's it. These small daily additions are going to clear the inflammation and help your cells finally answer the door when insulin knocks.
Okay, we've covered how to bring your sugar down all day and after your meals. But what if you wake up, you fasted all night, you haven't eaten a single bite of food, and your blood sugar reading is inexplicably the highest it will be all day? Why in the world does the liver's glucose factory go into overdrive in the dark, and more importantly, how do you shut it down permanently? Well, that is a completely different biological mystery, and we'll be tackling that exact morning fasting spike in our next explainer. You absolutely won't want to miss it.